Unless you're new to deer hunting in Wisconsin, you've no doubt heard about chronic wasting disease, an always fatal disease of deer, elk, and related species. Here's Brian Richards, CWD project leader for the National Wildlife Health Center in Madison, to remind us how CWD is transmitted and offer advice on how we can help reduce its spread.
Chronic wasting disease is transmitted via uptake of infectious agent. CWD positive animals are shedding that infectious agent or rogue prion protein throughout their bodily fluids, including saliva, urine, and feces. So through close physical contact, including nose-to-nose contact, it's fairly easy to see how that infectious agent can be picked up by a healthy, naive, susceptible animal. So if you are doing anything, including baiting or feeding, which brings inordinately large numbers of deer into the same space and time, if one of those animals has CWD and is actively shedding that agent out into the environment, we enhance greatly the risk of transmission at those sites. To date, there are no known instances where CWD has breached that barrier and caused disease in humans. However, the bulk of the science conducted suggests that there is a small positive chance that CWD could cross over into human hosts. It does not, however, indicate that CWD will transmit into a human disease. Hunters often ask whether they should be concerned and what type of precautions they should take regarding the consumption of CWD positive meat. The World Health Organization has been very consistent since the 1990s and recommends that no portion of any animal with a transmissible spongiform encephalopathy, including CWD, enter the human and/or animal food chains. The United States Centers for Disease Control also has published guidelines and recommendations out there for hunters. Their recommendations are that if you hunt in an area where CWD is known to exist, that you strongly consider getting your deer tested. And if that deer tests positive for CWD, that you should not consume any portion of that animal. One of the most significant precautions that hunters can take is with regard to carcass management. It's very possible that a hunter from northern Wisconsin could come down and enjoy deer hunting as they always have in north central Iowa County. Very easy to suggest that if they kill that big 3.5, 4.5-year-old buck, that deer may be carrying CWD. If they take that deer back home to northern Wisconsin, butcher it up the way they always have, and then discard carcass parts, bones, hide, things like that, out in the environment, there's a strong potential that action could inadvertently move CWD to northern Wisconsin. We suggest that they take carcass parts to a landfill. Make sure those parts end up underground as opposed to out on the ground where they constitute a disease transmission risk.